It's the successful scheme of the O.C.G, and I'm now playing CS, baby. Make sure I'm live. Okay, I'm live. Just had to make sure. So yeah, it's Karen Race, the accessible scheme of the O.C.G. I'm here playing CS, baby. Oh, hey, man. I was gonna pest you to watch me stream because you made it sound like you didn't really care for CS Stars. And I felt like I was bothering you about streaming in general, so. I'm still trying to decide what to get with my money. I got like about 20 bucks. And there's some stuff on sale. There's another classic-inspired JRPG like this that I'm looking at, called Lost Sphere. That looks really good. I've been waiting for it to come on sale for a while, and it is. It's kind of got like a dark Victorian steampunk aesthetic, so it's very different than a lot of classic-inspired games like that. I mean, that kind of makes me kind of want to fuck with it. But I have a lot of JRPGs right now. I'm playing a lot of RPGs, so it's like, do I want one more? But it looks good. I'm tempted to get the Fallout 4 Season Pass. That's I think it's $14 right now. That's pretty good, and I don't have the DLC for Fallout 4. They have the Star Wars Dark Forces remaster from Night Dive for like $14. That looks really good. I wanted to get that because it's a classic, Star Wars shooter. It's like the Star Wars shooter. Those are just some of the ones off the top of my head. Yeah. For sure. It would be worth getting just for Far Harbor and Nuka World. Plus, you get one of the DLCs. Lets you make your own vault. And not only can you customize your own... it really just depends on how you feel about it, man. I know a lot of people really love the Fallout New Vegas DLC. You have to understand, I didn't really love New Vegas. I thought it was a good game, but it's not. I don't think it's as good as everyone says it is. And it's not my favorite Fallout, not by a long shot. I prefer 3 and 4. But, I'm trying to remember what the fucking, DLC is that where you go to, is it Nevada? Or Utah? Like, it has an Indian theme. Lonely Road? I can't remember the name, but I played a bit of that, and I actually thought it was pretty good. I like the setting. That's the one. Yeah. I like the setting. It was unique. I thought that was good. But it wasn't, oh my god, so amazing. And in general, I don't really, like I said, I don't love New Vegas like other people do. I like New Vegas. I think it's okay. I don't think it's a bad game. But I don't think it's one of the greatest RPGs ever made, and I don't think it's the greatest Fallout game. I know it's an unpopular opinion, but it's how I feel, so I didn't invest a shit ton of time in Fallout New Vegas. And honestly, I find the concept of playing a Fallout game in a place where bombs never drop to be kind of ridiculous. And, like, what's the point? Yeah, that's fair. Like I said, I know everybody likes it. I'm just saying. Then again, you know me. I really like Fallout 4, and so many people hate Fallout 4. I'm constantly seeing videos. Fallout 4 is actually shit, or Fallout 4 is the death of the series and all that. I love Fallout 4. Fallout 4 isn't an RPG. I disagree. You can say you don't like it, but like I said earlier, it ticks all the boxes for an RPG. Multiple factions, multiple choices, customizable character, full leveling system, full gear, full weapon customization. Like, I don't know. Yeah. And you have to understand that when I played Fallout, 3 was the game that got me into Fallout. I was born at the tail end of the 90s, so I missed Fallout 1 and 2. They were on PC only. They still are, to my knowledge. They've never been released on console. And I missed them. Fallout 3 was my introduction to Fallout. And I love Fallout 3. Fallout 3 is probably one of the games I've played the most in my life. Put over 200 hours of Fallout 3. I played the shit out of it. And I was hyped for New Vegas because I wanted, a new Fallout game, and I was expecting it to be like 3, and it's not. And that's fine, but I prefer Fallout 3. And in other ways, even in the ways that I thought it would be different, it was kind of a disappointment. Like the New Vegas Strip, super, super fucking let down. It does not feel alive like the New Vegas Strip. It is segmented into so many tiny sections with loading in between. You could tell they were trying to do New Vegas and trying to do the whole strip, and the engine just couldn't handle it. That's what I'm saying. It must have been a technical thing, but the New Vegas Strip, super big letdown for me, and that's kind of like the calling card of the fucking game. and it didn't even feel like as cool. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying, it does. You know, it makes for a great box cover, it makes for a great vista, but I'm saying the actual strip is really annoying to navigate. And there's not a lot to do there, despite it being so much of the focus and the marketing. So, you know, that was a major letdown for me. And I didn't like what they did with the leveling system. In Fallout 3, you could pick a perk every level, up to level 20 the max, and then if you got broken steel, it's 30. So every level, you got a new great ability. I like that. To me, it made every level feel important. Every level up felt like a big deal. In New Vegas, it starts out with, I think, level 30 is the cap. And then I think if you get all the DLCs, it's 55. But because of the way that New Vegas does it, where you get a perk every 3 levels, even with all DLCs and with the cap of 55, you still get less perks than Fallout 3's base level cap. Because you get a perk every 3 levels. I hated that change. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, I thought Fallout 3 did it so great because each level felt like a big deal. You know, a lot of the time in a game, individual level ups aren't a big deal. They're part of a larger picture, but it's like, oh, here's a cool new option. Here's, you know what I mean? So I just, like I said, and it meant that they're like, oh, you have more levels, but you actually get less abilities and shit, even with all the DLCs, than you did in the base Fallout 3 before Broken Steel. And with Broken Steel, that adds another 10 perks. Because you go to 30, and there's some really great perks. Like, at level 20, you can get fucking Grim Reaper Sprint, where if you kill somebody in VATS, all your VATS points are replenished. Dude, you can just fucking decimate entire fucking bases in one go with that, man. So, like, the perks are a big fucking deal. But there were more perks than you could get. You know what I mean? Like, even if you got to level 30, there were still more perks than you could ever actually get. So, you still had to choose and build your character. But no matter what, you were getting ridiculously powerful by the end. And for some people that broke them, but like that's the point for me in an RPG. You know, is to have that power creep to go from being a nobody to being fucking God by the end. To me, that's part of an RPG. And like, well, it's unrealistic in a post-apocalyptic. Dude, we don't want to go into talking about what's unrealistic. Fallout 3 is not exactly a super realistic take on the apocalypse, okay? Neither is New Vegas. They're all over the top and wacky. None of them, I would say, are, you know, if you want super realistic apocalypse, you go for Stalker. If you want over the top, tongue-in-cheek, you go for Fallout. I don't come to Fallout for realism. So, my character by the end of Fallout 3 being a fucking god, totally fine by me. And then in New Vegas, they tried to introduce, like, different currencies for each faction, but I really think that was stupid, and it just kind of undermined it. Like, it made it really confusing. Just, caps was just a simple solution, man. But now it's like, oh, New Vegas with dollar, new this, new that, you know. And then, they fucking build up to, like, this giant battle at Hoover Dam, the second battle at Hoover Dam, and then the second battle at Hoover Dam, you don't get to see the aftermath. It's a fucking slideshow. You know, at least with, like, Fallout 3, the ending people felt wasn't conclusive. So in Broken Steel, they fixed that, and you can play afterwards, and it changes the world. Depending on the choices that you make, in Fallout 3, in Broken Steel, it's totally different. If you side with the Enclave, you wipe out most of the people in the Capital Wasteland. So after you play through that DLC, most of everybody's dead. And if you decided to side with your dad, and broke the Brotherhood, there's clean water in the wasteland. Like the Capitol building, there's a giant pool of clean water around it. Obviously, there's still like polluted water and all that. But so, not only do you get to see the ending in Fallout 3, but with the DLC with Broken Steel, which any version of Fallout 3 that you bought now would have Broken Steel, you see the major consequences of what you did compared to New Vegas, which is you just hear Ron Perlman talking about it. Like, that's cool, but, and you can't play after the ending. That's fucking lame. Any RPG like that should allow you to go back after the ending. At the very least, even if it's technically not after the story, they should let you load a save up. Like this game. Technically, there's nothing after the ending, but after you beat this game, they say, do you want to make a save file? Then you save. Yes. You make a save. And reload it, and you keep all the XP from the final boss. You don't just go back to before you fought the boss. That's how it should be done, even if you're not going to do the story after the end. Allow people to play after the end. If you didn't make a save file before you went on the final mission, you can't play your game anymore. Fuck you. That is so dumb. And, yeah. And yes, in Fallout 3 you can. That's one of the first major side quests. You can either drop... the first major town in Fallout 3 is called Megaton, and it's got an atomic bomb around it that's inert. And you can either disarm the bomb, or you can fucking blow it up. And once you blow it up, it's blowing up for the rest of the game. You kill everyone in the town, no more quests there. So yeah, it's great. Yeah. Well, I'm sure you can actually get it for really cheap. Actually, Fallout 3 usually goes pretty cheap on Steam. And with your computer, you can fucking bench press it at max settings, 4K, and probably put on a lot of mods too and still not make a difference. Because Fallout 3 wasn't even a real looker when it came out. In 2008, it was just okay graphically. And yeah, Fallout 4 is great. But you know how I feel about that. I love Fallout 4. Fallout 3, I enjoyed. There's one of the treasure chests I'm missing, finally. Fallout 3 I enjoyed, but the gunplay outside of that was shit. And visually, it was all kind of green and brown. And while I loved the game, it was kind of boring to look at. Fallout 4, I fucking love the aesthetic. It's one of my favorite things of it. They found a way to make it colorful and interesting to look at without making it silly or cartoony, and they did it using the aesthetics of the game. Fallout is a world that never left the 50s. Even before the bomb dropped, when they were advanced, they kept the 50s, so they used the 50s pastel colors and style. So it's colorful in a way that fits the aesthetic, and the city in that game actually delivers the goods. The Boston, like the city ruins, is actually huge. There's like so much shit there in both Diamond City, the actual settlement, but just in the strip, like it feels like a city, like the ruins of a city. It's awesome. Unlike New Vegas, which was broken and loading, it feels like they finally did a big ass city justice in Fallout, because Fallout 3 didn't have any major like city size settlements. They're towns that were cool, So that, like it's a real city. You see it in the distance. You go there and it matches up. Whereas New Vegas, it looks cool from a distance, like you said. Then you get there and it's like, there's not really much to do here. And it's broken up into like 10 separate loading zones. So, and Fallout 4 doesn't have the best shooting, but I thought the shooting was good. And the weapon customization is fantastic. They added a little bit of weapon customization into New Vegas, which was a good improvement. But in Fallout 4, they really fucking went all out, man. You can, once you invest in your gun net skill, you can fucking customize every single gun you got. The barrel, the receiver, the magazine, the stock. So man, I would love taking a gun that I liked and fucking sitting there and tweaking it. And all the different options you have, super fucking great. It's gun porn. So the shooting is good and the upgrading system is even better. The settlement building is great. I love that it goes with the whole post-apocalyptic thing, but it's not forced on you. So if you just want to say, fuck it, I'm going to go do the story, you can. It's as much as you want to. If they had forced it on you, it wouldn't have felt like Fallout. But it totally makes sense. Like I said, Fallout 4 is crazy underrated. And I even love the setting. The whole kind of like Commonwealth, where they kind of play up the New England colonial vibe with the Minutemen and like the Salem Museum and the Revolutionary War Museum at the beginning. Like gangsters with a fedora, you can get a fucking Tommy gun. I think Fallout 4 is mad fucking underrated. Even the thing that most people hate, the fact that the main character's voiced, I appreciate. Like I said, I don't like silent characters. I know there's like, oh, you relate. I don't. I actually feel more in the shoes of the game when I'm playing a voice character. And it's not like you can't roleplay. People are like, you can't roleplay. No, you can. The character is voiced, but you can be nice. You can be a fucking dick. You can be sarcastic and glib. You choose a faction of the four, Minutemen, your faction, Brotherhood of Steel, the Railroad, and the Institute. Each one is completely different. So, like, the entire second half of the main quest is totally different depending on who you back. Then there's the factions each have their own quest lines. So you get to roleplay who you join, and they always made a big deal about power armor in Fallout, but all it was just heavier armor. You know what I mean? Fallout 4 was the first Fallout game that made power armor feel like a big deal, like you're stepping into a fucking mech suit, and it's awesome, because they always made such a big deal about how great power armor was and how you had to be trained to use it. In Fallout 3, you had to get special training to use power armor, and it's like, oh, it's just better defense and heavier, just regular armor, really. In Fallout 4, it feels like a big fucking deal, man. When you first step into that power armor and fucking drop down with the minigun and fight the Death Cleric, oh shit! It's the only game that actually felt power armor like power armor was power armor, not just slightly heavier armor. So, I dig Fallout 4. I've always digged it. Even like customizing, like, your outfit, or like how you can wear armor pieces over your Volt outfit, so you can have like reinforced metal straps and shit over your Volt, is super cool and goes with the concept of the apocalypse, where you're not going to have a lot of pre-made clothing. You're going to have bits and pieces of shit that you reinforced and padded on. It fits the setting. And while I don't prefer playing in third person in virtually any Bethesda game, it actually had a decent third person mode, whereas Fallout 3 New Vegas were fucking terrible in third person. I'm gonna say all of Bethesda games until Skyrim were fucking awful in third person. But Skyrim was the first game where it started to feel good playing it in third person. They made a lot of work on that, but Fallout 3 New Vegas, oh my god, the third person is awful. So Fallout 4 actually has a good third person, and if you really like third person, that's good for you. Like I said, I will always play Bethesda games in first person, because to me, that's clearly how they're designed. But at least if you want to play third person, Fallout 4 has a good option. Fallout 3 New Vegas, it's painful. But that's not just Fallout thing. Like I said, Morrowind, Oblivion, they also sucked in third person. Fallout 4 Skyrim was the first game where it felt like they actually invested time in the third person, and it shows. And I'm pretty sure they said that they made that a priority. So, and Fallout 4 just kind of copied that over, but it worked. So, I don't agree with people's consensus Fallout 4. Is it different? Yes, but people wanted it to be different. Or, like, some of the complaints that people made, dude, were so fucking dumb that it was like they didn't even listen to what they said. Like, people complained that the opening of Fallout 3 was too long, which it takes about an hour. I don't think that's too long, especially when you can do what you do in every other Bethesda game and make a save right before you leave the vault. So you only, if you're smart and just keep a save before you leave, you literally have to ever play the intro fucking once. But, you know, they shortened the intro for Fallout 4. Intro's pretty short and snappy. Like 20 minutes. And then people were like, well, the intro just is kind of interesting, but it feels rushed. It's like, what do you fucking want then? You literally pitched that the intro in Fallout 3 was so long, so they made it much quicker for Fallout 4, and now it's too short? Like, that's just dumb. Like, that was literally them listening to fan feedback. And I actually really love the intro to Fallout 3. Because, like I said, it's great. You get to see you as a kid, as a baby. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You see you as a baby being born. You get to play with special blocks, which is a funny nod to the series. You get to see you as a kid, fighting back against bullies, and as a teenager. So they go through all these milestones in your life, and I thought that was great. And like I said, you only have to play it one time ever if you just make a save. Because just like in Oblivion, right before you leave the intro, they give you the chance to redo all of your stats and characters and your name and whatever. So literally, you just make a save there, and you can re-change your character and just skip the fucking intro. So it being long isn't really a thing if you just make one save. So, you know, I don't really know what people want, you know? And I don't understand people saying it's not an RPG. That is like, I've seen people say Fallout 4 is a good shooter, it's a bad RPG. It's not really an RPG. How? How is it not an RPG? You level up, you have a detailed skill tree, you have gear customization, you customize your character, you decide which faction to side with. Like, you can say Fallout 4 is bad, that's subjective, but I feel like objectively it meets the criteria for being an RPG. So I just don't understand that, like, complaint. And that's like one of the main things that keeps coming up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, saying I don't like Fallout 4. Yeah. And that's the complaint I keep seeing whenever people, well, it's good, but it's not really an RPG. How is it not? Like, I'm really not getting it. And, you know, like, I'll respect somebody saying, you know, I don't really like Fallout 4. That's your opinion. That's cool. You don't like Fallout 4, got it. But it's like, okay, let me put it like this. If you told me that you don't like Doom, I would say, you know what, I like Doom, but, you know, more power to you, dude. I appreciate that you don't like Doom. If you then came to me and told me, well, Doom isn't really a first-person shooter, I'd be like, very clearly, it is a first-person shooter. That's not subjective. That's objective. Say you don't like Fallout 4. Cool. Saying it's not an RPG is where I have a problem. Because it literally is. You can say it's a bad RPG, but it's a fucking RPG just by, like, the tenets of the genre. And, like, seriously, if you Google Fallout 4 right now, and you look it up on YouTube, you'll see, well, Fallout 4 is a good game, and like, it's a very common complaint, and it drives me crazy, because I'm like, how? How is it not? But yeah, sorry, it's one of those pet peeves of mine. That's like saying, you know, Resident Evil isn't really a horror game. Yes! Yes, it is! What are you on? Oh shit, yeah, you probably won't care that much, Alex, because you never really played it. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But Witcher 3 is turning 10 this year, which is kind of crazy. Metal Gear Solid 5 is turning 10 this year too. I feel so old. But they're bringing mods to console on Witcher 3. That is fucking amazing. They didn't say when. It's sometime later this year, but fuck, that's awesome. Because not only is Witcher 3 amazing, you've heard me gush about Witcher 3, but it has one of the best fucking modding scenes in gaming. So it coming to console, and they said it's going to be cross-mod support. So, like, most mods will just be able to transfer over directly to console. That's a big fucking deal. Yeah, I've heard that. Although, if I was you, I would recommend strongly that you play it on PS5 or on your PC, not Steam Deck, because Witcher 3 scales up fucking beautifully. Witcher 3 already looked amazing when it released. It was a looker in 2015, and it's actually held up pretty well, surprisingly well. But at max settings, it's ridiculous. And when they came out with the PS5 and Series X version, it took them like 2 years to come out with it. They announced it before PS5 even launched, and people were like, "Oh my god, why is it taking so long?" Because it was a major overhaul. They added all new textures, all new lighting, all new clouds. And Witcher, tons of new gameplay options. Witcher 3, man, on PS5, you could easily think it was a modern game. It is a major overhaul, and they actually took a bunch of mods, paid the modders, and incorporated them in the game officially, which was amazing. It had never been done before. Like, they actually credit them in the credits, paid for their work. You know, obviously not all mods. They did mods that they still had to fit the aesthetic, but they took a bunch of the community's favorite mods and already wrapped them up in the next-gen version. It was fucking awesome. Plus, like I said, major graphical overhaul and all kinds of quality of life tweaks they added. Witcher 3 looks so good, it looks like it could be a modern game, which is insane. So, Steam Deck, it'll run good, but it's going to look very dated. Yes, I agree. Very true, man. Arkham Knight still looks fucking amazing. And Mad Max came out in 2015. It still looks amazing. I don't know if you've seen any of the gameplay for the Mad Max game. It looks awesome. Yeah, it was insanely pretty when it first launched. And Metal Gear Solid 5 came out in 2015 and still looks amazing. And it's held up really well graphically. And especially because Metal Gear Solid 5 was cross-gen. It was on PS3 and 360. You know, it was Arkham Knight and Witcher were PS4 and Xbox One exclusives. So, how great Metal Gear Solid 5 looks for a cross-gen game from 10 years ago, fucking insane. You'd like it, Alex. I'm telling you right now. It has a great setting, great vehicle customization, good story. You don't need to watch the movies to play it. It stands alone. And it has combat from the Arkham games. It was literally made by Warner Brothers, and they actually worked with Rocksteady for the combat. And it's like the Batman game, but we're more graphic, because Mad Max doesn't have qualms about killing, so you'll just pull out a shiv and stab somebody to death in the neck. So it has a similar combat system, but Mad Max themed, because it's the wasteland. You'll bring out a lead pipe and crush somebody's skull in. So the setting, the survival mechanics that you did, because you have to have water and food, the combat being similar to what you already know, the customizing your vehicle, you customize every inch of your thing, you build up, it's called a magnum opus. You would like Mad Max. I'm telling you right now, you would, a lot. And it's made by the team that did Just Cause. It's, one team made Just Cause 3, and the other team made Mad Max. So, you already like a bunch of their other games. You like Just Cause. And Rage 2 was also Avalanche, so you like a bunch of their other games. I'm telling you, you'll like Mad Max, dude. And it was on sale not too long ago for $5. I'm sure you can get it for dirt cheap, and it's a very long game. You'll get your worth. I would definitely look into it, Alex. Right up your ballpark, I'm telling you. Here we go. The arena. I haven't done the arena when I first played this game, so it was new to me. Yeah, exactly. And you're going to be putting old games on there anyway, dude. So the extra space, the space that you have, dude, is going to be plenty. You know what I mean? If you're going to be putting all these like super modern games, not, but you're going to be playing mostly older games that are hardly anything, dude. You can fit hundreds of older games on there. So yeah. But yeah, dude, there's so many games you missed out on, dog, that you can play. Like I said, you grew up playing GameCube and all that stuff, but you didn't get to play a lot of the lesser known games, you know what I mean? So just like GameCube, dude, there's so many games that you can play now through emulation that otherwise you'd be fucking fleeced to selling your kidneys if you're gonna buy them legit. It's dumb as shit. Like I said, the first game I would play, dude, if I was you, was yeah, I love that system as well. That's why it pisses me off how bad it is. You know, like, older collecting is a pain now anyway. But man, it's really bad for GameCube, especially. So, you know. Like I said, the first game I would play, man, Twin Snakes. I would try Twin Snakes, dude. You know, you like Metal Gear, but you thought it was dated. I think, man, if you played it with fucking Metal Gear Solid 2 gameplay, you'd like it a lot more. Ah, fuck you. Luigi's Mansion, I'd recommend. Metroid Prime 1 and 2, I'd both recommend. The OG Resident Evil 4, I'd recommend on the GameCube version. Yeah, exactly. Totally right about that, man. Eternal Darkness, GameCube, and I would highly recommend it. Mars Sunshine is fucking awesome. Yeah, dude, it's one of my favorite platformers of all time, man. Super great and underrated. It was the main reason that I got the 3D All-Stars collection for Switch. There hasn't been a Mario game like it before or after. It's truly unique. Yeah. Well, I made sure to get it at launch. But yeah, it is now sought after. Oh yeah, dude, wait till you see this, man. Best Ultimate is amazing. It's a game reference, first of all, because it says Altered Best, you know, like Altered Beast. That is awesome. All the ultimate attacks in this game are fucking dope. Yeah. All the, like I said, you have to build up to the ultimates, but they're all great. No, I'm not really interested in it, man. I saw some gameplay at launch, or not launch, I'm sorry, when they first announced it. It is like a battle royale. You don't even make your own character, you choose classes. I am not down, man. Man, nobody's giving me. I never give me for doing things to feel new. It's not even like a Miyazaki game, man. Like, the main guy, he is only supervising, he didn't even direct it. Never forgive me for doing myself the deals I didn't do them. God in heaven, I'm begging you. God in heaven, I'm begging you. God, my OC's being a whore. Two favors for me. One, please give me the big sense of deals I didn't do them. That was everything, you know exactly what I mean. I knew I wasn't interested in it the moment I really saw it, honestly. Like, it could be the best fucking Battle Royale game ever. And I'm just not into that, you know? So... Shit. Oh well, he's gonna get it off. Yeah, that's true. I keep trying to get us together to fucking play stuff, but it's hard just to get us all together. It's not like I don't want to, it's just, you know, hard to get all our schedules. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's another problem. That half of it is just bosses from Elden Ring, and the other half is from Dark Souls. So yeah, I agree. It's not even like a new map. You know what I mean? It's like repurposed areas from Elden Ring. These will give me. It's just not what I come to FromSoft games for, honestly. But they've already said they're still working on a. They're still working on a main game. Miyazaki himself said, don't think that this means we giving up making our types of game. These are just we're trying to broaden our portfolio and try new things. He's still working on his next main game, whatever it is, and it's going to be, he's like, it's going to be a classic game. He said we're still making the kind of games that you know us for. So, Night Rain and Dust Bloods are like side experiments. So, if people like them, good. As long as they keep making the games I love, I'm golden. Because, like I said, they're probably having to take a while to redo the engine. So, like I said, they've been reusing the same engine since 2015, since Bloodborne, and it's time for a new generation of hardware, so it's probably taking extra long. So they're doing these games in the meantime while they're working on the next big one, the new generation. Wow, awesome. I dropped the ball on that one. Oh well. Shit. Oh well. Shit. Oh, I knew it was going to take some effort. Because this last arena match, you'd think they'd throw the walk gauntlet at you. Boom. Start of the battle. Fuck you. Instantly with full heal. You can't use you can't use items in this arena. Shit, and he's gonna get that one off. Oh well, shit happens. I always love seeing how many times I can get this to bounce. Oh yeah, now I'm about to fuck his shit up. Now I'm gonna hit him with Sailed Ultimate, baby! Shit. Almost stopped him from getting it off. Oh well. This is also on Switch, by the way. Just so you know, Alex. From what I hear, the Switch version's a good version. You'd think that'd be a given, but with Switch ports, it's really not. Yeah, it's virtually identical on all platforms. As far as I can tell, it even manages to reach 60 FPS. Ah, what a bitch. Okay, now I'm really gonna fuck his day up. Oh no, I beat him. Sweet, fuck you. Oh, there's an ultimate challenge? I thought there was just a gold rank. Huh. Oh, special rank. Okay. When HP is above 50, killing blows leave the target at 1 HP instead. Oh, that's actually really useful. Shit. Oh, there's no party limit, so the whole gang is there. That's another thing I like about this game, is in most battles, besides the arena, you can freely swap party members in and out without losing a turn. So while you can only have 3 in battle at once, you can easily switch to all, so you basically have the whole team at your disposal. Another game that I really liked that did that was Final Fantasy X. Each party member in that game had a very specific role, and they made it so you could easily swap it out. So it's like, if it was Ariel, swap in Waka. You need damage, Orin. So, you quickly swap it in out across the fly. So even if technically you only had 3 party members active at once, you could have a total of like 8 at your disposal. Okay, it's an actual fucking ship. Oh, it's a pirate. A crab wearing a pirate ship. Alright. Oh, come on, dog. Okay. You can also play the entire game cooperatively with up to 3 friends, which is cool. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to stop him from getting that off. Ah, shit, it healed him. What a bitch. Well, might as well go with the pirate theme. Sarai's ultimate is fucking awesome. She's a pirate in her spare time. So she's switching in her pirate outfit, calls a pirate crew, and then gets her fucking ship to bombard. Yeah. And she's also a ninja, and later on she turns out to be a cyborg. And that is exactly as ridiculous as it sounds, and they don't fucking care. Like I said, this game is not afraid to be tongue-in-cheek. It's not exactly what I call a comedy game, but they are not afraid to have a funny joke. Like, for example, when she's a pirate, her name is Captain Cliche. Spelled K-L-E-E-S-H-A-E. Shit. And now, about to see the fucking Big Daddy. Rayshawn's. His attack is probably the best ultimate attack because he turns into the eagle. Well, I mean, you've seen it. But it fully heals your party, delays the enemy's turn, and does damage. Yeah, heal him while you can, you fucker. Okay, I can do this. Fuck! I missed that timing. Shit! Oh well. Shit happens. I need to hit him with, okay. I got this. And in a battle where you can't use items, having his ability fully heal your party is fucking godsend. Ah! Interrupted your combo, you fucker! Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to interrupt that one. Oh well. Ah, what a bitch. Yeah, I agree. And pretty much all the enemies have unique animations done by hand. All the environments look unique. They didn't recycle any of the environments. So when you take into account the sheer amount of like unique hand-drawn art in this game, it is really impressive. Shit. Yeah, he's gonna get it off. Plus, like I said, it's got a lot of unique stuff going for it. The mixture of a turn-based real time, the platforming in a game like this, the being able to switch to day and night, and then factoring in puzzles, having real-time lighting in a pixel art game. It's like the only fucking pixel art game I can think of that actually has real-time lighting in it. And that gives you his best armor. So you get a bunch of money. And the Reaper's Mercy Relic that stops you from dying if you're get hit. And then the best armor for best. So yeah, totally worth doing. And the sights, like you've seen, the sights of this game is all like that. It's all worth doing. So, you know... And it's got a pretty tight runtime for an RPG of its ilk. If you just do the main story, it's about 20 hours. And if you do everything, it's about 40. And I know that's not short. But relatively speaking, for an RPG like this, it is on the shorter side. A Final Fantasy game of this ilk is usually 100 hours. But they do that because there's not really padding or filler or level grinding or anything like that. So it's like a jam-packed 40 hours. And then, of course, the DLC adds on about another hour. So you get about 50-ish hours, and there's New Game Plus if you want to do it. And the game is only $30 at launch. You know what I mean? It's never been more than $30. So hard to complain about 20 to 40 hours for $30. And it usually goes on sale. So you get it for even cheaper. So I think price to cost, you know. Yeah, the classic Final Fantasy games are a lot longer. They were full price when they launched. Yeah. It's never been more than $30. And the DLC is free for all players. It was originally like a stretch goal for the Kickstarter, because the game was kickstarted, and it was going to be free to the backers. They just decided to give it free to everybody. And as you can see, this is the first world map. This is the second one, and then this is the DLC, which is pretty big. It's about a new act worth of content, basically. So, giving that away for free to everybody is insane. So if you buy the game, you're not only going to get good value for your money, but you're also going to get the DLC thrown in for free. So, a lot of value. 1 second, I'll be right back. I'll use the bathroom real quick. And probably sooner or later you'll see me do Chained Echoes. Chained Echoes is fucking amazing. It was made by this one Swedish guy. Literally, he did everything except for the music. So 2 people all in all, but he did all the coding. Took him like 8 years. But it is a classic-inspired JRPG like this. But I think Chained Echoes is even better than this. And I'm not saying this is a bad game. I think this game is fantastic. But Chained Echoes is on another level, dude. It's dark. It's mature. Surprisingly mature for pixel art. The combat's fucking awesome. You have regular on-foot combat, and then you get to pilot mechs later on that can fly. And you swap between the mechs. And they have like a different combat system. And that game really is like over 100 hours to do everything. It's fucking enormous. And once again, it's handcrafted. There's not really padding or anything like that. So the fact that one guy made it, and it's like over 100 fucking hours, and every bit of the game is unique, it is unbelievable. I played Chained Echoes a few years ago when it launched, because it came to Game Pass. It was a day one Game Pass game, and it was, I tried it, I loved it, I bought it on PlayStation, played the shit out of it. And the fact that it was made by one dude, literally outside of music, is awe-inspiring. And actually, I'm gonna probably replay it because it's getting a DLC. It's this summer. No idea when, but they said summer. And the DLC is like so big it's another game. Like, the game came out in 2022. So 3 years ago, he has literally been working on this DLC since slightly before the base game launched. So he's basically had 3 fucking years to turn out this DLC. It is fucking enormous. So, you know, it's going to be paid, of course, not like this, but, you know, I mean, I expect it to be. And remember, this is one guy making this, and this is living, so yeah. And I'm fucking stoked, because I love Chained Echoes so much, and it's basically like Chained Echoes 2. Like, it's like a brand new continent. You know, and because with the original game, he said he spent a large time figuring out the engine, because he taught himself how to code. And figuring out what the game was going to be like. With this DLC, he's already got that, so he just had 3 years to focus on rolling out the content. You know, he already knows this is what the game is, this is how the gameplay is, so the DLC looks absurdly large. And it's been 2 or 3 years now since I played through it, played the shit out of it at launch. So I want it in my mind, so probably after I wrap this up, I'm going to start Chained Echoes again, and it is fucking amazing. It actually has one of the best stories. Like, I would legitimately say, not Chained Echoes is good for an indie game, I would say that Chained Echoes is one of my favorite RPGs ever. It is fucking amazing. And the fact that it was done by one man is fucking awe-inspiring. And it took 8 years of his life. 11 now with the fucking DLC. So he put his heart and fucking soul in that shit, and it shows. It is, like I said, it is outstanding. And it's simultaneously a throwback, but also super modern, because like it's a top-down RPG. You have characters you level up like classic Final Fantasy, but it has full free fast travel. It has like save anywhere. Like, it's clearly made with a modern mentality, but not. It's fantastic, and the story is so fucking good. Like, it actually surprised me. I love the characters. Yeah. I think it may be on Switch. I'm not sure. I think it is. I know it's on PlayStation and Xbox and PC, so it should be on Switch. Ah, there it is. And they just showed off the DLC, and it looks amazing. I can't wait. And like, they have this entire like base building thing that comes into play later on. Like in the first act, you're just like assembling a party, and then you get a base. And in the second act, you get like an airship, and you can do most of the stuff in the second act in any order, and recruit party members, and you build up your own island. And it's not like thrown in there; it's like a vast. So you're not even accessing like major systems in the game until you're like 20, 30 hours in. It's ridiculous. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. And it avoids common tropes. I like JRPGs, but sometimes they fall into common tropes. It's a political theme story. It's very heavy on the politics, like the different countries at war and the machinations of them at war, and stuff like that. And so it's got a kind of almost like a intrigue, kind of Game of Thrones kind of vibe, where all the different kingdoms are making a peace. And it's like, it basically starts off with this accidental weapons explosion. It's not a spoiler, like I said. And that weapons explosion devastated the world. So, like, these three countries have been warring for centuries, and this ginormous fuck-up has caused the first ceasefire. So, when you start playing this game, it's like a year into a really tenuous peace, and everybody's waiting for the other shoe to drop. And, I mean, it immediately fucking hooks you, because, like, it's like the world, it just came out of war, but they're all warring for another reason to go. This explosion bought everybody like a temporary truce, because it devastated everybody. And so you're like navigating a world that's on the verge of full fucking warfare, and it's great. And like I said, you get mechs, and you get to customize your mechs, and they can hover above the ground, and you can get in and out of them. So like later on in the game, you have to get in and out of the mechs, and they have two different combat systems for on foot and mech. So you're switching combat systems, fly, get in the mech, fly over the cave, land the mech, go in the cave on foot. And the puzzles, you have to get in and out of the mechs, which you can do with a button press to solve puzzles and shit. So when you get the mechs, they don't replace the on foot stuff. They design it so you have to switch, so it adds layers. It's super fucking good. And then, like, the party members, there's like 14 party members. They all have like set jobs, but then you get abilities to tweak them with the second job. So the main character, Glenn, he's always going to be a warrior, But then his second job could be whatever the fuck you want it to be. So the character, it's a good mixture of having a fixed party, a fixed story, but also giving you the space to tweak your shit. And then you can have like 14 party members and pretty much switch them in and out at will. And you can have 6 party members at once and tap them in and out. So by the time you get to the game, you have a staggering amount of options available to you, 14 full characters to switch from, and the battles will expect you to swap them in and out, you know, and they can do combo attacks together. Like I said, like I cannot praise Chained Echoes highly enough. It is fucking amazing. And it's also, I think, like $30, so not even like full game price. And like I said, if you intend to do everything in Chained Echoes, over 100 hours. It is gargantuan. So more than justifies the price tag, especially because it was made by one dude. I mean, fuck. And that's why it's just so impressive what he managed to accomplish. Because I mean, I would put Chained Echoes up there with any of the greats. And yeah, you're right. Like the fact that it's like one fucking Swedish dude, man, did it all by himself except for the music, which is his friend. So it's like 2 Swedish guys on their off time, because he wasn't now I think he was able to devote full time, but one of the reasons why it took so long is he had to learn to code and he was working a full-time job. So this was like his passion project in the works, you know what I mean? And you can tell this guy genuinely fucking loved this. And, you know, always wanted to make his own game like that. And he felt, rightfully so, like there's not a big Swedish presence in RPGs, and there's not really. You know, when it usually comes to JRPGs or RPGs, it's usually Western or Japanese. So he wanted to show that Swedish people could make a kick-ass RPG, both for his peace of mind and to show that his country could do it. You know what I mean? So it's fantastic. You know, and like a lot of JRPGs are kind of slow to get going. A lot of RPGs are, and like I said, you know, it's general rule of thumb, you have to be patient. But man, this game hits the ground running. Like it's exactly like it literally. I told you it starts off with the bomb dropping. You're like on the ground when that happens. So, you know, like a lot of RPGs take a while to get going, get you in the characters. You literally get smacked awake at the start of the game as you're landing into a siege. So, like, just like the first 5 minutes is you fucking landing on the ground and you can see soldiers fighting each other running past the field. So, it's like within the first 5 minutes, you're just diving headfirst into fucking chaos as you're raiding the beach. So, like, I mean, from like the beginning, I was sold like, oh shit. And, you know, it's rare that a game, like I said, grabs me fucking right out of the gate like that. But it's basically like you're starting out with, like, their version of D-Day. And then it, you know, kind of gets your attention more, and it kind of like, okay, now we're going to have some slower parts, we're going to teach you the characters, but it gets your attention right away, like, oh shit, we're landing, it's crazy, people are on the beach, then a fucking, like, atomic bomb basically goes off, like a magic bomb. It's fucking wild. And it deals with, like, a lot of really adult topics. Political, the nature of freedom, war, slavery, rape, death, betrayal. You know, so like a lot of people I've seen who played it are surprised by how dark it gets. Like there's this one guy early on who like tried to rat out the queen, and the queen's squire fucking finds him in a cave, and he smacks him And the queen, she's like super nice. She would have like given him mercy, and he's like, no, a rat like you doesn't deserve it, and fucking stabs him in the face and kills him. And you're like, oh shit, he just took him out. And she fucking smacks him. She's like, oh, next time don't kill anyone without me saying so. And you know, like I said, that's not like a major plot spoiler. That's like right in the way. But they show you, like, we're not dealing with like, oh yeah, the power of friendship's gonna save the world. Like, they deal with some heavy shit. So, you know, like, yeah, like I said. Yeah, you know, so you think that it's going to be like a typical JRPG plot. It is not. And like I said, I'm always on the lookout for another good RPG. So, as soon as I heard about the game, I was interested. I saw it was on Game Pass, and it was like I immediately fell in love with it. You know what I mean? And I had to buy it. So I stopped playing it on Game Pass and I bought it because I could tell like this is something special, and I was right, and I bought it. I loved every minute of it, you know. So it just goes to show you where I could have played the game for free because I got like a trial pass of Game Pass, and I decided to buy it because I enjoyed it so much. And with a game like that, you really want to take your time. Game Pass is great for shorter games you can just play and tick off, but a longer game like that where it's like just like 40, 50 hours just to finish the main story, I want to really take my time, and that kind of ticking, oh, your game is going to run out, fucks with me, you know what I mean? So it was like, no, I could tell it was special. And I'm like, you know what? I want to own this and take my time with it, and I did, and I fucking loved it. It was amazing. And like I said, it's been a couple years. They've updated the game and added quality of life features since then. It was already great, but they, you know, made it better, and then the DLC is coming, so it feels like it's time, you know what I mean, to replay. Oh, sweet, okay. Plus, it's a decent platinum. I mean, it takes a while. You have to do everything, but there's no like bullshit. There's no real missables or anything you can run out of and not be able to get. So it's just do everything and you get the platinum. So it's a time investment, but there's no like bullshit grinding trophies. There's no like, oh, you missed this, so now you're fucked. Because that's one thing that I hate about a lot of JRPGs is that there's a lot of missables. There's not that, so it's basically just do everything there's to do and you'll get the platinum in one playthrough. So it's how I feel a platinum trophy should be. Not play through it on ultra hard difficulty, not do this bullshit, just see all there is to see. And I almost got the platinum, you know, I will go back and get it this time. It just took me a bit. You know, I played it so much I just got burned out. It's not the game's fault, you know what I mean? I just marathoned it. And I got to like where I was missing a couple of things, and then it was like a needle in a haystack and I just got away from it, but I loved it, and I will be getting it and getting the platinum when I go to replay it this time in preparation for the DLC. And I need to do that soon because it takes a while, and I want to have it done before the expansion comes out, but I also don't want to be marathoning and then jump right into expansion because I'll get burned out. So I need to do it sometime soon, so there's still some breathing. It's like I need to finish Death Stranding before Death Stranding 2 comes out. That's less than a month away. It's crazy. No, actually, I think it's... Yeah, I'm getting the deluxe version. That's 24 days? Yeah, 24 days. Because I'm pretty... Wait. Yeah, technically it's exactly 24 days because it's May 31st. So... I'm looking forward to that. But that's not going to be a problem. I was playing through Death Stranding, and I'm almost at the end. I'm like in the last act. So it's not going to take me that long to refinish it, you know what I mean? So I've got over a month just to finish like the end of the story. So But that's why I'm not like in any hurry, because I already did most of that a few months ago and got most of it out of the way. So just kind of the story wrap up. And everything I've been hearing about Death Stranding 2 seems fucking amazing. Like, it's exactly what I wanted it to be. Because Death Stranding is amazing, and there's no... Yeah. It's great, right? Like, you see what I mean, though, right? When I say that it's amazing, but it's kind of rough around the edges. Like, you can see what they were trying to do, but, like, parts of it are clunky, or, like, the combat, like, the idea is good, but it's kind of clunky. And that's what Death Stranding 2 is doing. They're instead of him just doing a quick sequel and just immediately churning out more, they took like 5 years basically to make sure it was a massive improvement in every way. So it's just Death Stranding, but everything is so much more refined and more ambitious. You know, instead of just exploring America, you're exploring the world. It starts out in Mexico, then you go to Australia, and then wherever else, we don't know. They haven't said the whole list of locations. I'm going to assume there's going to be at least 4. And they made, I was just about to say, they've literally focused hardcore on the gunplay. And people are saying the gunplay is a lot better, and that there's more combat, and the combat is a lot more refined and better, and it's up for you to decide. So, they said, for example, that in Death Stranding, the combat was kind of and the game would tell you you're going to do combat or you're not going to do combat. They said now you have the freedom. So, like, people who were playing a preview build were saying that, like, there's plenty of opportunities where you choose if you want to fight or go around, like, in a main mission, like, I'm going to take on the bandit camp, or I'm going to go around, you know, so, like, you can choose to have a lot more combat if you want it. They said the stealth is a lot better and feels more like Metal Gear Solid, which is great, because the stealth in the first game was almost non-existent. Like, it was virtually impossible to take out a base just in stealth. Like, you technically tie enemies up, but that is so clunky and cumbersome. You know, they said that the vehicles are better. Like, everything looks better. And like I said, it looks amazing. And the building is supposed to be much better. Like, they said you can make your own train lines now, like trams. Looks fucking awesome. Like, basically like a zip line network that can carry cargo and shit. That in and of itself is amazing. And I think it can even carry vehicles. Then, like, you know, you're going across the world. Like I said, Death Stranding 2 looks fucking amazing. I'm really looking forward to it. It's, you know, really what Death Stranding tried to be in. I understand that Death Stranding was kind of rough around the edges, but that was because they were really trying to do something that had never been done. I cannot think of another game like Death Stranding. Whether you like Death Stranding or you hate it, one thing everybody can agree on is it's not like any other game, ever. I've never played a game like it before or since, so that's part of the kinks. They really were trying to do something new, even for Hideo Kojima. You can tell it's him, but it's nothing like Metal Gear. So, there's kinks, you know what I mean? But they took all that time to refine that, and I really do think Death Stranding 2 has the potential to be like a straight 10 out of 10. And like I said, I'm probably going to splurge and get the $10 for the deluxe. Because it gives you like 2 days early access, which I want, honestly. It gives you a bunch of new skins and I think the soundtrack. So if there was going to be a game that I splurged for, it would be Death Stranding 2. The last game that I splurged for and got the deluxe version was Silent Hill 2 Remake, which was similarly important to me. And I love the fact that one of the areas is Australia. You don't really see that in a whole lot of games. And they said, like, you can run into kangaroo wildlife. They said there's massive events that can sweep through. Like, you can have earthquakes or, like, avalanche or forest fires. Like, I don't know if you watched the trailer for Death Stranding 2, but they show like forest fires and shit, like massive roaring blaze. Those are sometimes it'll be in the story, but those can just roll in. So you can legitimately be in the mountains and have to run from an avalanche or have a forest fire erupt around you, and that is crazy to have that kind of weather. Where, you know, it's not like it's cool to have weather systems, but these are like massive events that can just randomly occur while you're in the game. Oh shit, avalanche! Run down the hill! Earthquake! I thought those were like scripted, and Kojima was like, no, these can actually just happen while you're playing the game. A forest fire fucking break out in the brush, which is just ridiculous. And they said other things. They said there's other world events that can pop up, so I'm assuming it's different for each region, obviously. You're not going to get the same kinds of, like, disasters in Mexico as you would Australia or wherever else. So, and like I said, we don't even know the full location list. I'm assuming there's going to be at least 4 maps. So, Mexico, Australia, and wherever else. I'm really excited to see where, because you're in a submarine. And, like, before you would have, like, the base, you know, like the rest spots, but now you have, like, headquarters where you can actually walk around and talk to people. It's this giant ship. Submarine, and I like that a lot, you know, where it's not just you sitting there resting, it's like you actually can walk around, chill, and not worry about getting attacked and shoot the shit on a ship. And the game has a whole kind of like continental feeling where it's like a world-spanning trip instead of just America, which I dig, and it's a lot more variety. And then, you know, they're taking the building up a notch, and for me, the building was like the best part of Death Stranding. I loved how much you could build and see what other people build, and how much what you built transformed the map. You know, you'd have to slowly climb up a fucking mountain, and you're like, oh my god, this is taking forever. And then you put a zip line there, and from that point forward, man, it's just cake. And that feeling of like you're changing the world as you move through it. They're taking it up a notch. And I dig that. They're adding a day and night cycle, a full day and night cycle. That's another layer before the time of day was fixed. So like they showed how like at night, the moon gets really close to the Earth, and it's almost, you feel like you're in space. And there's all kinds of stuff. So you have the massive weather events, the time of day is more dynamic, so there's like a lot more going on in the world, which I really appreciate. You now have combat and vehicles. So they showed like you know, his reverse trike, the classic bike, has guns now. So they showed him in the trailer on a fucking highway knocking other cars off the road. I mean, Death Stranding 2 looks fucking awesome, dude. Oh, like it has like your trike now has like a mounted fucking machine gun. I can't wait, man. There's a mech battle. There's gonna be a fucking mech battle. Like, it looks ridiculous. Hold on 1 second, I moved the bathroom again. Like, I can't wait, man. Death Stranding 2 looks so great. Easily one of my most anticipated games. And day one purchase, I'm going to be dropping it on midnight on the fucking pre-release. I think Steph's going to try and get it too. I don't know if he's going to drop in a day one, but he was going to try and get it. And hopefully, if you like Death Stranding, you get it too. Be nice to go through with friends. But either way, I know I'm going to get it. I can't wait. I haven't been this excited for a game in a while. And, you know, like I said, first game came out in 2019, so I'm sorry, 6 years. It's been 6 fucking years. God, it's crazy. It was like just yesterday. So I've waited a long time for this. 1 second, I'll be right back. You know, the war sequences, the war flashbacks, they were saying there's going to be a lot more of those. and that's great. Those were some of my favorite parts of Death Stranding. The fucking war flashbacks were amazing, and when you combine that, like I said, with the much better stealth and combat that's supposed to be in the sequel, where they're saying it's dramatically improved, those sequences should be even better. And a lot of people have said that the ones they played almost feel like they're out of a Metal Gear game. So, like, dude, I can't wait, man. Death Stranding 2 looks so fucking sick. Oh, okay. I can push. This time it's to push the power blocks around into the mirrors. Gotcha. Yeah, for sure. That'll be great. So mark that off on your calendar, dude. June 24th at midnight. Like, I'll be there day one. It'd be cool if you could be there for the launch. If not, I get it, but yeah. And like they said, yeah, I appreciate it, man. It was good having you stop by. Hope you have a great day, Alex. I'll talk to you later. Honestly, I'll probably be streaming. I got up real late today, so I'll probably be online most of the night. So if you're still up, man, I'll catch you later. It was great having you. Oh, okay. It's showing me how to get it. Sweet. Okay. Okay, so it only shines light. It only shines light where when it's on one of the podiums. Gotcha. That's the first one. Okay, now the next one. Oh god, this is hurting my fucking head. Okay. Okay, I got this. I'm gonna have to look this up. Oh, God. Excuse me. Fuck. Okay. Oh, thank fuck. they give me feel like stuff's like that's kind of wow, what a bitch. There we go. I'm gonna end this part here. I'm gonna be back a little bit after.